I should have mentioned this in the last video, but guys, I'm doing a week of Panda Talks. That's right, from Monday to Friday, every single day, I'm uploading a Panda Talk every single day because I'm tired of mashups and I'm tired of mixes. I wanted to do something different. And here we are going to be talking about Monstercat Gold again and how much it's worth. The reason I say again is because this isn't the first time I've actually been talking about Monstercat Gold. Some of you may have remembered from about a year ago almost, I talked about Monstercat Gold, and since then, a lot has changed. Not only has a lot changed, but looking back at the video that I had recorded about a year ago, I kind of felt like a lot of the video was not well put together, kind of sloppy. A lot of the calculations I made in that video were actually wrong, and I did like kind of add little text to say like, hey, it's wrong, this is actually the correct thing. But overall, it needs an updating, alright? It needs a bit cleaning up. Also, a little joke I made at the end of the video, I said that the video was not sponsored and that Monstercat should hook me up, and I just want to say that this video isn't sponsored either, but I mean, come on, Monstercat. Come on, Monstercat, let's make a deal, come on. So, I actually felt the need to make a new video because for a couple of reasons. Number one, a lot has changed, as I mentioned, and number two, I've actually gotten a couple of messages from people saying that my video helped them come to a decision as to whether or not to buy Monstercat Gold, and most people would say that they would end up buying it, which, I mean, hey, if people actually, you know, made a decision off of my videos, then I felt a need to, you know, make a better one. So, here we go. For those of you who don't know what Monstercat Gold is, and I'm assuming most of you do, but for those who don't, Monstercat Gold is a subscription service where you can download their entire discography from Monstercat for $5 a month, and that was what it only was back in 2017. 2018, a lot has changed. There's a lot of new stuff, a lot of new music. The whole Instinct and Uncaged thing that they've got going on has added even more worth to Monstercat Gold, but it has even gone on a bit further, and I'll get to that a bit later. Let's start off with the raw mathematics. So we have about 779 singles. Each single costs around $1.29. We have 142 EPs. I averaged an EP to be about $5. It does give or take a couple dollars depending on how many songs are on it, so we're just gonna go with $5. There's 10 LPs, and I made a mistake about that last year. I said there was only 4 LPs on Monstercat, and I was gravely mistaken. I averaged each LP to be about $10. There's 181 podcasts, or we now know them as Call of the Wild episodes, and one thing I had forgotten to note is that the Call of the Wild episodes also have a commentated and uncommentated version. So while each version is $1.29, that's 181 times 2. Now the reason I have to make the specification of 181 is because after episode 181, they stopped making uncommentated versions of Call of the Wild. So from there on, the additional 47 to reach us to where we are now are just singular commentated versions at $1.29. There are 38 mixes. We're going to be talking about mixes from compilation albums, from best of albums, from best of genre albums, each also at around $1.29. I felt the need to keep these two separate, but Crab Rave and September can both be bought for $1.29. And there's 41 free releases, and obviously they're free, so we can't add them on. Fun fact, there's only been one free release as of 2018, which was the Julius Dreisig remix of For You. I'm sorry if I completely just ruined the pronunciation. After doing the math, and I'll include a screenshot, it comes around to a total of $2,395.12, which I believe is about a $400 increase since last year. So if you had spent $60 throughout the course of this year, you would have made a $400 profit, give or take. Now, where Monstercat Gold increases in price is that back then we used to have a Monstercat creator license program where for $10 a month you could use Monstercat's music in your YouTube videos for $10 a month, and you could use Monstercat's music for Twitch and for Beam for $5 a month. Now, they have stopped that program and actually merged it with YouTube. So in theory, that would mean that you'd be getting $10 a month additional worth. But the fact of the matter is it gets even better than that because they don't give you just one license. They give you 6 creator licenses. Now you could fill that up with 6 YouTube channels, you could fill that up with 6 Twitch channels, you could mix, give or take. But the fact of the matter is that now in theory, while you should be paying $65 a month, you're actually only paying $5 a month. So in theory, again, you'd be getting $60 a month additional worth. Now obviously this doesn't matter for everyone, not everyone is a content creator, but this is still a massive save for a lot of people. and even going as far to say that if you're a big enough creator, Monstercat Gold ends up paying for itself. So in a sense, it would be like paying for Monstercat Gold is actually Monstercat paying you to use their music in your videos, which I guess, you know, you could put it in that way if you prefer. Now from here on out, I'm going to be listing other Monstercat Gold benefits that don't actually have a physical worth, so you can put your own dollar sign to this. But the number one thing that you can get now is discounts for the shop. Now, depending on how long you've been subscribed to Monstercat Gold, you can get higher discounts. If you've been subscribed for 1 month and higher, you can get a 10% off discount code for your Monstercat merch. If you've been subscribed for a year or longer, you can get a 15% off code. And if you've been subscribed for 2 years or longer, you get a 20% off code, which can be really massive for those really big orders. For Reddit and for Discord, you get sort of ranks and flares, so you can flex on all the people who don't have Monstercat Gold. And there's a couple of minor gold things. All that can actually be redeemed sort of in a way through their Monstercat Discord server. There's a private gold channel and there's a private gold announcements channel where only golden people can see them. As you guys may remember, there was the gold only Call of the Wild where people from the Monstercat Gold Discord community could suggest songs. There's Monstercat Gold giveaways, there's early access to the shop, and that was very prevalent back during the Black Friday sale. There's gold only merch, which some of you may remember the gold pin. I actually have that from myself, and I couldn't really classify this specific thing anywhere else, but recently Monstercat staff have been asking people from the Monstercat Gold Discord community to suggest loading screens. Oh well, we have absolutely no idea what that means, but if you're not gold, then you can't really do that. So yeah, you can put your own worth to that. Now obviously this whole massive number of $2,400 for $5 a month is absolutely massive, but let's just say that doesn't really encourage you enough and you don't really see the true worth. We're going to bring this metric down to 1 month, alright? You spend $5 for 1 month, how exactly does your cost actually grow? Now if we were to assume the basic minimum, alright, we get 4 releases a week, there's 4 weeks in an average month, plus the 4 Call of the Wild episodes, we multiply that by $1.29, and that means that for $5 a month, on the basic minimum level, you'll be getting $25.80 worth of music in return. Again, that's to completely ignore everything. Like, I don't know, let's just say somehow you hate every single other Monstercat song, but the next month of Monstercat music was an absolute banger. You're basically getting a pretty good exchange. Now, at the end of the day, it does come down to your opinion. My personal opinion on Monstercat Gold, I think it's a really great service. I've never seen any other service like it. Obviously, there are competitors to it, and I think I remember that people wanted me to talk about it in previous episodes about Spotify Premium, and I believe iTunes have similar programs or similar subscription services at a similar cost. So if you guys would like that, I could look deeper into that and, you know, compare Monstercat Gold to other sites like this. But again, I think Monstercat Gold is a great service for what it's worth. Definitely can't get discounts in the shop with an iTunes subscription or a Spotify subscription, so there's its benefits. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. What should I talk about next? Are there any subscriptions that I should look into and make a video on? And anyways, that's gonna be all for me, guys. Looking forward to tomorrow's Panda Talk, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!